Hello, it is TuliTuli, and you're watching The Melting Point. And you're asking, what's the melting point? Well, let me share that with you. I decided to do a series and label it The Melting Point and put that in a playlist on my channel. And there'll be different episodes of the videos of me pouring silver. I have 2 on there already, and they're very short. They are just over 1 minute long, and I'm not talking them. I just added music to them, and that's one of the things I want to discuss of why, and another reason of what I'm doing right now. The goal in this video here is to change the format of my melting point videos and episodes. So what I want to do is have an intro where I talk about the silver and share my thoughts on the pours, and then immediately after go into the footage of me pouring the silver that's in front of you right now. And I would love to hear, if you're going to watch the whole video, if you could leave some feedback. If you have any suggestions, I'm more than happy to hear them. I am encouraging feedback. If you're not comfortable leaving it in the comments, my email will be in the description. You can also find it on my channel page, About tab. Another reason that you need to know, like, why don't I talk in my videos? Isn't that a great question? Well, I'm going to share the answer to that because I love listening to music, and what better way to pour silver than to listen to music and, enjoy the moment. That's what I've been doing, and I want to continue to do that. The music really helps keep me in the zone. For that reason, I intentionally record with no audio. I could have the music playing in the background. The problem with that is if I upload it to YouTube, I would get copyright strikes, and we don't want that. I know I don't. Another reason for the series and the playlist is I want to be able to document like where I started in pouring and how I progress as time goes by. It's very organized on YouTube. If you make a playlist all in one spot, I can go back and it's documented, and I can share it with all of you, and that is the greatest part. If you enjoy videos like this, I really appreciate you watching, and if you're just watching because you enjoy my content, thank you. I truly appreciate it. And well, if you watch my second live stream, I actually shared these actual pieces of silver, and that I got a new Hexagon mold. I did not pour them in this order, but that's just how they are on the table. This is the Hexagon, and I want to say when it comes to hexagons, I like clean cut lines. And right now, I'm kind of seeing a lot of rounded lines and a loaf top. I am not blaming the mold. It could be my pouring technique. It could be because it's the first time of using the mold. But I didn't get the look I was hoping to achieve with this mold. And there's nothing wrong with that. I believe that having a larger one will actually give me the look I want. So I am sharing with you the pours that I did the very first time using the mold. I may do one more pour with it to see if it changes anything, but it doesn't change the size. And I think that's part of the problem. Half of the problem, other than them not being clean cut lines. I'll give the mold one more try, because like right now that kind of looks like a blob. Does that look like a blob? You can't really see any definition of the lines, and that probably has to do with my pouring technique, and which is why I'm making these videos. After that one more try with this mold, it will be retired officially. But the good news is I did order a new mold. It is a 3D mold, and it does have a female figure on it. So I am very excited about that. That mold is a heavier pour. I can't remember if it's up to 2.5 or 3.5 ounces. I won't be pouring as many hexagons as I have on the table. And if you watched the previous melting point episode, then you notice I did 6 heart pours also. There is no meaning behind the number 6. That's just how it happened to work out. If I do the larger mold pours for the 3D one that I'm waiting for it to come in, I'll probably do less pours because it's a heavier, it's going to be a heavier silver pour. I am looking forward to that. Now, that last one and this one, it's going to be a little bit repetitive when it comes to the pouring because I am using the same mold over and over. I added in when you dunk the silver into the water. It's called quenching. I did add that into the video that's going to be airing immediately after I'm talking to you about these pieces. It is a crucial part of the pouring process, and I wanted to make sure I added it in. Did I add it to every single pour I did? No, I did not. But I do dunk the silver into the water to quench it every time. I may not show it every time, but I do. I may actually get a soundbite, add it to the video when I am editing it. So we'll see. When I get a little bit better, I will record a little quenching sizzle sound of the silver hitting the water because that is a really satisfying sound. So I think I'll try to do that for you in the future. Well, these also were not tumbled. If you see here, I think there's only one more thing to talk about, and that is this diamond here. And the diamond, I did not record. I don't want you to be disappointed when you watch the video, but I had a little bit of silver left over, and this is what happened. I got it on the first try. I absolutely love how this came out. I'm actually working on the diamond cut pour using the sand casting method, and I've tried it 2 times already. I'm not satisfied with the results, so I'm going to keep working on it. I'm going to take it step by step. I have the original pieces that I started with. I will remelt them after I share them with you. I have nothing against the diamond shape. I really do enjoy this pour shape. I want a silver diamond shaped cut. Wait, I want a silver shaped cut diamond. Is that right? All right. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if you're picking up on it, but all right, everybody, don't go anywhere because we are going to go straight into the footage of the pouring of these pieces. So I really appreciate you being here and watching. Okay, so before we move on to the footage, I do want to say I'm not going to always be pouring the same mold every single time. I know I did it with the hearts. I know I'm doing it with the hexagons. But in the future, I may do a pour of this, a pour of that, and a pour of this. And I actually may attempt to show you my pours at the diamonds. So it's not always going to be the same thing. I know it's repetitive, and that is boring to a lot of people. It doesn't hit everybody the same way. A lot of people don't like watching the same thing over and over again, but it's not always going to be like that. So don't give up so easily on me. Stick around and check out some videos in the future. All right, everybody. And it's not just pouring the silver. It's the rest of the steps that I'm learning as I go. I am not doing a lot of research on it, and there's a reason why, and I like learning by trial and error. And some may disagree with that, and that's fine because we all have the right to learn and do things the way we see fit. And I hope you enjoy the pour footage.